Hello, Anthony. What is the one you used to believe but do not anymore?
So when I first joined the Army in 2012, I had heard a story that a Special Forces unit had fought a giant in a region called Kandahar in Afghanistan.
Okay, I've heard of Kandahar. I have not heard of this fought giant.
Yeah. Like, who told you that?
It was just something that I had heard through different people when I was in the Army, and something I did a little research on that kind of just killed the theory for me, especially, after I had been in the Army for longer. I learned, just realized how ridiculous it is.
Well, yeah, it was other Army guys pulling your leg.
Or was it back
Well,
channels?
no, that's the thing is something that really corroborated the story for me when I first joined is that when I had, somebody who was higher than me, I asked him about it, and he's like, "Hey, don't talk about that. Shut up."
Whoa.
Okay.
Right, I want to
exactly.
know. I want to know exactly what this is, though.
Yeah, he was messing with you.
A U.S. soldier claims to have shot and killed a 12-foot-tall, red-haired giant in Afghanistan.
That's it. That's exactly it.
Okay.
Yeah, they said he was between 12 and 15 feet tall, weighed anywhere between 1,000 to 1,200 pounds, and they shot him in the face and killed him.
And he had red hair.
It was the mountain.
Yeah.
From Game of Thrones.
Oh, I'll bet it looked so sad, like when they did kill those giants in Game of Thrones.
There is, according to this, from collective-evolution.com, there is corroborating testimony that a patrol of U.S. soldiers shot and killed a giant 12 to 15 feet tall in Afghanistan, widely known as the Kandahar Giant. The implications about human history would be dramatic. As we bent around this corner, this is what was passed down, so to speak. As we bent around this corner, you could see the opening of a cave, and then I see a lot of rocks, which is another oddity. Rocks near a cave, and then bone matter. I'm not close enough to identify what kind of bones, but I knew what to be a piece of communications equipment, so I immediately thought, ambush, maybe animal, could be anything. There was enough room in front of the cave, but it had a sheer drop-off. There was enough room that we got into a decent dispersal in case of an ambush. Then it was a man, at least 12 to 15 feet in height. This is a monster, red beard, with his hair longish past his shoulders, a scarlet red. And Dan runs at him and starts shooting, which broke all of us into the reality because it was surreal. Dan moving at him. Another bro of mine is laying down fire, and I start firing. He skewered Dan. He now has him on a pike. It went through him. Whoa. He's got him, and he's coming after more. We all just clicked in and blasted him to pieces. He took multiple hits and was still moving. Eventually, the giant was killed.
Yes. Good.
Yeah, see, and that's the part that really screwed the whole story up for me, was where the one guy runs in like Leroy Jenkins, is kind of like, I'm going to kill him.
So it wasn't the part that there was a 12 to 15 foot tall red-haired giant living in a cave with poor nutrition?
No.
No. I mean, because, you never know what you're going to find out there.
That's true. I have seen some of those. So. I have seen some of those Iraqi desert spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah.